Our next guest comes from a city where I lived in many, many years ago as a very small boy, Lagos in Nigeria. Duncan, greetings and welcome. Nice to have you on board at the conference. Let's start off by asking you for your full name and the university you're accredited to.
My name is Olawale Ajai. I'm from the Lagos Business School, Pan-African University.
And what do you do there?
I'm a professor of social and political environment of business, and I teach that subject. I also teach business law. I'm also the director of the doctoral program.
So what brings you to this conference at this time in this city? Basically,
a colleague of mine was organizing a symposium, and he wanted me to join because a year or so ago, when he was presenting his PhD proposal, there were some comments I made which he felt were very useful for the subject of informal firms. So I look very much to being here, particularly to be able to listen to what others also had, so that we could take that subject much further.
And the conference itself, what are your expectations of the conference?
Basically, I'm thinking that my thoughts are that we will be able to get networking among African scholars and counterparts from outside Africa, and perhaps be able to sort of push an agenda that is more Africa-centric.
And so far, we're halfway through. Has the conference lived up to your expectations?
I think basically yes, because the networking is natural. People find connections between their work, and I think that's going to happen. I think if the academy continues along this line, that it will much help the process.
You're talking about the Africa Academy of Management? Or the AOM itself?
The AOM itself,
the AOM itself.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Are you involved with the Africa Academy?
Through my institution, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So is there an image or a subject or a topic that has seized your imagination, stuck out for you so far, that you're going to take back to Lagos?
Well, of course, informal firms, which I was interested in, but I found the whole discussion around entrepreneurship very interesting. Of course, I have a colleague who is presenting a paper here on indigenous knowledge, but I find a lot of interests, and it fits in somewhat very nicely with what I teach in terms of business environment, because I subscribe very much to the school that our governments in Africa ought to encourage and facilitate an enterprise society, a society that sort of helps to bring out the inherent tendency of Africans to be entrepreneurial and enterprising.
So far, it's worked. So far, it's been a success.
I think so, yes, I believe so.
Professor, thank you.